possession. Miles will take his time right here. I'm going to guess he's going to walk the shorty behind and do a two-man game here. Hampson's got the shorty, another shorty, a double. So Adam Guy choosing not to double there, which I think is the smart play, was pointed out to me by Jeremy Sieberts, who MLL guy, Maryland guy, head coach at Oaks Christian. If you really watch it, and guys who aren't used to doubling, if they double in that situation, they just get run by and get scored on. So I would just do what Coach Guy did, just stay in there and just get the ball on the ground and just play your man down. Huge man up here.
Go defense!
St. Margaret's holds possession with the shot.
Little over 3 to go, 7-6. Timeout, Coach Miles.
Out. St. Margaret's.
So I believe referee signaling that St. Margaret's has 1 timeout remaining and Santa Margarita has 2 remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere after today's game in just a few moments.
As I mentioned, if you're local, I think it's going to be about 4:45-ish. We will have Foothill versus Tesoro. Tesoro's first trip to the Final Four, so we'll see how they do. But as I mentioned, they're a good program, and they've been playing together for a while. Not sure how much left on the penalty, but I don't think it's a ton. So you may get something like some kind of a little bit of a pick inside, a spot feed look, and then if they don't get it, just play offense. Once again, Koa Todd out early in the game, injured. Duke Ballard out injured in the first couple of minutes of the game. For Santa Margarita, Olsker's been tough in the cage.
Go defense!
So penalty is released. Coach Miles choosing to run a little clock here. Maybe wait for a keep it in call and then maybe work from behind the cage. Greninger's got a shorty. This should be, they switched it up. That would have been go time right there. Anderson's got the shorty. He'll walk him behind. St. Margaret's in no hurry, and they got 2 shorties behind playing D, so I think they're pretty comfortable with this right here. 2 minutes. Yuri on Greninger.
2 minutes.
Keep it in call. They're going to have to keep it in. Here comes the double. Nobody coming to help. Nobody coming to help. He got the timeout. You do not see that very often from a Glenn Miles coach team where it looked like they were taken a little bit off guard and nobody came to help the ball, but I'm sure he's going to talk it over right now. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So we're at 1:42 to go. St. Margaret's 7, Santa Margarita 6. After the game, we'll do a couple of interviews, so the screen will go dark, and then we'll be back down on the field. So if you want to stick around, we'll figure out a couple of guys that we want to interview and see what their thoughts were on the game. So Santa Margarita actually has their goalie on the offensive side, so they're going to go with poles and shorties, no goalie doubling. 1:42. Greninger runs hard. Solomon on Greninger. Urian Solomon on Greninger. Solomon, nice check. Nice check, Kai Solomon right there. Minute 12 to go. Coach Guy gets a timeout. I think he's got one left after this. Minute 8 to go. So Coach Guy keeps the goalie in the offensive half, puts his two best poles on Greninger, and it pays off. Solomon dislodges it. So as I mentioned, I think Coach Guy has a timeout in his back pocket, so if he doesn't see what he likes, he's got a chance to call another one and may take a look at what's going on defensively. The live stream? I don't think so. Yeah. No. Is it off? Oh, okay. I don't know. So, let's see what we got. We're going to initiate with Buckman. Not surprising. We got Walsh. We got Ryan Williams, who's been dodging the alley to start the offense.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter of play.
Williams again. Looks like he's going to walk him behind. Martinez is almost getting to that pass on the transfer. He's had a nice game. Top side, skip pass. Oh, wow. .31 seconds to go, and it's the goalie's got to sit. This could be interesting. I don't know if that's a... So I'm assuming that's going to be a push with possession. Oh, cross-check you got him with.
Repeating the St. Margaret's penalty. A 1-minute personal cross-check. Number 36, Zane Handy.
So they're just trying to throw the throat guard on for the backup goalie. I don't know if they're going to hit him with a delay or not, but I don't think they had him ready to go. So. Yeah. So we're down to the got some drama going on here. 7-6. St. Margaret's. And they got the goalie for a cross check, so new goalie going in for St. Margaret's. Whoever their backup is. See what we got here. That's what I thought. So they're going to get a little quick warm-up in here, and that was sort of, someone asked me what the rule was. I thought that was the rule, that when you had a new goalie jump in there because of a penalty, you got a quick warm-up in there if the guy's coming off the bench, but not 100% on that. But I'm assuming that's right since that's what they're doing. So Nick Vortzheimer is in there, or Nico. And he is listed as a midfielder, but I think he's played some goalie in their JV games, if I'm not mistaken. So he's played goalie before. Can't ask for more drama. 7-6, 30 seconds to go. Man up. Goalie penalty. May Madness. Going to start over here on the wing with Ryan Williams. Shutting off Buckman right now, so they're going to play 4 against 5. Buckman just getting completely out of the play now, so it's a true 4-on-5. See what they run here. Oh, just over the cage. 9 seconds. 9 seconds. Coach Guy is going to take his last TO. So, slick move by Coach Graninger. Gets his new goalie in there. As I mentioned, Tom Graninger won a national championship in the hoop at UVA, which basically to me means you have a PhD in lacrosse. He came out and decided to shut off Buckman, play a true 5-on-4. Santa Margarita got a look just over the cage, and they still have time for one more. Tip of the cap to Olsker. He's had a heck of a game in the goal for Santa Margarita. Both Fogos for St. Margaret's. Brutal. Toda crushed it in the first half and Pollard in the second. Guy who doesn't get as much ink as some of these guys, Max Martinez, made some nice plays today. 9 seconds. So they're going to shut Buckman off, and he's the farthest guy from the ball. Here we go. Bangs it behind. He's going to get a shot. Oh, save. Chuck, end of game. Oh, and it goes in. Doesn't count, I don't think. Goalie scored from there. Not that it matters, but if the game wasn't over, it counts. Nice. You got to. Santa Margarita coaches, great job getting a good look at the end there. Not the greatest shot, but you got it to Walsh. You got a shot at it, and just a nice save by, if that is Vortheimer or Nico in there. That's just nutty lacrosse where you get a backup goalie in there with 31 seconds to go. The other team man up. You get a couple of good looks, and that's the end of the game. So stick around. We're going to probably head down to the field. I know everybody wants to listen to me a little bit longer out there in Orange County. Yeah. Just kidding. And we'll interview some of the players and see what happens. But just a hard-fought victory. And once again, when you lose two of your top players, Coatad and Duke Ballard, and you come out a winner, you know, that's always good. Whether they can play Wednesday night will be very interesting. That'll be big. So I've got, you don't say this very often, in a semifinal of Orange County game, both the goalies for today. So as we mentioned, we had a lot of drama there. Penalty on the goalie, new goalie steps in. You've played goalie. I think I've seen you play some goalie before. Do you take a lot of shots in practice, or?
I haven't taken shots for about 4 weeks, and on Saturday, last Saturday's practice, coach said, let's suit you up as goalie just so we're ready for playoffs, and very grateful that we did.
We got to know, which coach was that? Was that Coach Miles or Coach
Graninger? Coach Graninger. He's our goalie coach, too, and very thankful for him.
Good. So the last shot, the one was over the cage, and the next one was at your feet. He was outside the hashes, but that's just a big spot to step in. Were you nervous, or were you looking forward to it?
I was nervous, but I thought, just go back to practice, treat it like it's not a big game. No big deals. And I made the save. I'm still shocked a little bit.
Heck of a save. Good game, my
you.
man. Come on in. So this was, I was saying your name all day today, and now I forgot your name.
Zane Handy.
Zane Handy. I said it about 20 times today, but now I forgot it. You had a nice game, man. I think you really got the offense going with some of your outlet passes, really on the stick, and then you started to heat up in the goal. How did you feel like as the game got going? Did you get more comfortable in there?
Honestly, in goal, I knew our offense could make the plays that we needed to. At the end, I knew that they were going to push us to go ahead in the goal. So when I made that last save and I jumped out at that game, I knew it was for a good cause.
Yeah, you made a couple of nice off hip. There was one bouncer down here off hip where you got there, which is tough to get to. Do you work? Your outlets were fantastic. Do you work a lot on them in practice?
Yes, we do. That's my main thing in practice. Coach Granger always says at least 30 passes every single day and 100 more when you get home.
Well, I tell you what, it showed because you were throwing dimes on those outlets.
Thank you so much.
Great win.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for stopping by. Come on in, big boy. So, monster job at that face-off X for both you and what was your other face-off guy's name?
Stuart.
Okay. You and Stuart did a great job. You just I think he took the first couple, and then it seemed like you won the next 10. Do you guys just kind of go with who's hot, or how do you do it?
We just do it off what's the better matchup and who's doing best at the moment. We have a great duo where we have opposite face-off styles, so it really works out for us.
Okay, because I was saying in the booth that I was thinking why would they switch away from you? And then the next one he put it out in front and scored easily. So it sounds like it's a whatever the styles are. And what year are you?
I'm a senior.
Oh, okay. So this is your last run at it, and you guys will be out here Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Awesome. I appreciate your stopping by.
Thank you.
Thanks, my man. So that's it from the first semifinal OC. That's Foothill. The second one will be Foothill to Soro. So tune in if you're around, or come on down. Perfect day. Going to be a rocking crowd this afternoon. Thanks.